Should foreign military or police forces be brought onto American soil? And should they be able to engage and police American citizens? What if I told you that this could be happening right now for the first time in American history? Is this even possible under U.S. laws? Well, this may shock you, but now it is. President Barack Obama recently signed Executive Order 13391, also called the Patriot Defense of Liberty Enabler Act, the latest in a series of executive orders that brings the U.S. into compliance with the United Nations Agenda 21. This action will allow the federal government to, quote, assume control of all federal territory in case of a national emergency or civil disobedience. In addition, this act will allow the UN troops to assist U.S. forces when needed on domestic soil. President Obama's executive order is officially named the United States policy on pre- and post-strike measures to address civilian casualties in U.S. operations involving the use of force. Basically, this means that the signatory nations would help each other quell insurrections, and it turns all federal territories over to the UN Agenda 21. The president can call in UN troops to augment and support troops against Americans. Now, clearly, any president needs authority to act in cases of national emergencies, such as nuclear war or natural disaster. But who should be authorized to enforce civil order, and under what rules? Attorney General Loretta Lynch announced at the United Nations that her office would be working in several American cities to form what she called the Strong Cities Network, a law enforcement initiative that would encompass the globe. This is what concerns me and the Rogue Underground, because this reeks of the New World Order. This would be following the announcement of support for a, quote, a set of principles that give a green light for the UN peacekeeping troops and police to use force to protect civilians in armed conflicts. Use force to protect civilians in armed conflicts. What do you think? Is this being implemented to protect or oppress? And who is to decide what degree of civil unrest constitutes cause for foreign armies to take action? And it's very possible that American citizens' human rights and their civil liberties guaranteed under the Constitution of the United States will be abused. Has this all gone away at the stroke of a president's pen? The deployment of United Nations combat troops would require federalization of police in order to set a global standard of law enforcement. Now, this could mean big trouble for liberty and freedom of speech in America, the right to peacefully assemble and petition the government over grievances long held precious under our system of law. Do we want that subscribe button, and welcome to the Rogue Underground. In addition, this executive order lays the groundwork for the International Police Agency, Interpol, to do what the president cannot legally justify doing. They would not even be American citizens who have taken an oath to protect the Constitution and national interests like our armed forces are. Does giving the President of the United States more power to decide what is civil unrest and who the enemy is with no restraints on his or her authority something that will make our nation safer? Or could it have the exact opposite result? Is this more evidence of an international power conspiracy? The New World Order? What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. This is Citizen Rogue and the Rogue Underground signing out.